Hey, what's up, family? How's it going? Hello.
Did you figure it out? I figured it out.
I don't know if I did or not.
I am seeing the thing going. Guys, give us a thumbs up if you can see us. Why aren't the comments showing up there? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why aren't our comments showing up? I can't see comments.
Do I have coffee?
You do have coffees. There we go. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
TC's here. Michelle is here.
I like my coffee on the dark side. How cute is this?
So you didn't even know about these?
Wow.
These came from a vet.
Thank you,
So a vet, while you were gone, sent us these.
You're able to like pop this guy off
as well as this.
Oh my goodness. Love is in the air. Nope, that's bacon. How awesome is this?
So I believe she got these from Hobby Lobby if anybody likes them.
Thank you.
But these are like our size coffee mugs.
Absolutely. Wait, I gotta cheers ya. Yo to best.
So what's going on, everyone? Margaret's here. Renee is here. Rosie is here. Yvette, how do I become a Patreon? If you look down below in the description, there is a link for our Patreon. We greatly do appreciate all of our Patreons.
Thank you.
You know, it's definitely not mandatory to be a Patreon, but it does help support the channel a little bit. It does cost a lot of money to do all of these different things. Cameras, computers, all of that stuff.
Joe's beard oil.
My beard oil?
All of that.
Nice. Look what I got.
Enlightened
Sent us these
bars.
So I figure we can try one.
Sure.
This is our new favorite. It came a little ripped up, but I put them all in the freezer.
Did you tear into this thing?
So this is our new favorite way to eat ice cream because serving size.
Single serving.
So
let's see where they are. This flavor is caramel dark chocolate peanuts.
Can I have that box? Yeah. Wow. That is good. I'm going to let you eat that. It's kind of like a Haagen-Dazs bar. Yvonne is here from Daytona Beach.
Hello,
Connie's here from
Yvonne.
Tennessee. Alan is here from Galveston. We're going to be seeing you next year, right?
I know. You got some chocolate on your mouth.
We are going on the low-carb cruise next year, and it's going out of Galveston.
All right. So, hey, Teal. Hey, y'all. Got my two
Amy wants to know, when you find eggs on sale and get a lot, how long do they last? Wow, I kind of want to put that in the freezer and save it for later so I don't, not enjoy it. No, so I don't not enjoy it. So, eggs are generally good for 60 days from when they put it in the carton. A lot of times they don't put a packed on date on the carton, so figure 30 days past the best by date that's on the carton. So if the carton says March 30th, they're generally going to be good till about April 30th. There is a little trick. You can also float them. You can put them in water, and if they float, they're no good.
Right.
But, like, I'm using eggs right now that actually the best by date was, I think, like February 18th.
Don't tell the kids.
They're perfectly fine.
Don't listen, children.
So I'm going to go stick this in the freezer because I want to enjoy it because I do want to go over the macros on that.
Hello. Okay, so let's see. Let me go up. I don't know if can I scroll up? Oh, it looks like we're frozen. Am I back? Let me see. It says, hey, Joe and Rachel from GG Girl. Steph says, how are you feeling now, Renee? I hope everything's okay, Miss Renee.
Did it unfreeze? We may have to kick our children off of
Heather said, you're back, but I don't know how to scroll. So
okay. The scroll is with the mouse.
Joe keeps leaving me.
Okay. So let's go back up. So Renee said she spent the afternoon in urgent care, suspected retrocecal appendicitis, severe pain that has now subsided, but it looked like I owed my pants from sweating from pain, drove myself barely.
Oh my gracious, Renee.
I'm so sorry.
So are you home now?
Slapasick said I had strawberry keto bar with some cream cheese and peanut butter sauce on top. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Wow, that sounds really good.
So yeah, that said she's glad we got the mugs.
This is so awesome. You know this is right up.
Vivid J said he's trying to find these bars. Let's go over the macros on them because they did send them to us. They sent us this and another one which is just chocolate.
Okay.
But I like this with the peanuts.
Gotta have it with the junk in
I
it.
used to love those Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars with the peanuts.
Yes.
So the macros on these are 1 bar. I think this is awesome. This is why I feel like it's okay for us to have this tonight. 230 calories for the whole bar.
All right.
21 grams of fat, 3 grams of protein, 11 total carbohydrates, 3 grams of dietary fiber, 7 sugar alcohol. So it's 1 net carb per bar.
I really like
that. But I
that.
like the 11 total carbs on it. So I feel like I'm not really like killing myself there. The ingredients are cream, water, erythritol, egg yolks, non-GMO, soluble corn fiber, Dutch cocoa, coconut oil, vegetable glycerin, milk protein concentrate, soybean oil, chocolate liqueur, natural flavor, peanuts, skim milk, Terra gum, guar gum, carob gum, salt, monk fruit extract, and soy lecithin. It's just a nice little treat, and I like the fact that it's only 200 calories.
I was going to say,
I can easily overdo ice cream.
1 bar is a lot easier for me than tackling a pint sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll eat the whole pint.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, these are brand new ones that just came out, so keep looking in the stores.
Delicious.
You can get them directly from their website. We're not affiliated with Enlightened at all. They just sent them to us. But I do believe we still have a coupon code, which is 2krazyketos. So you can try it. I don't know if it's still valid or not, but they had given us one the last time they had us try stuff out.
Yeah.
Anita said, hey, I miss seeing you guys. I've been super busy with work.
Man, well, I hope you're doing okay. How's work going now? I hope it's slowing down.
Yeah, so this has actually been an interesting week. A lot of the videos you're seeing are videos that we filmed like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, because Rachel went away for a conference for 2 days.
Yeah.
It's a conference we normally go on together for church, for kids ministry and stuff, but unfortunately this year we are so short on officials in Broward County. We're down to only 9 officials because there's guys injured and stuff. So they had us working, Anthony and I working 2 games every single day. We had 2 games today. We had 2 games yesterday. So I couldn't go. It wasn't fair to
2 by 2.
Yeah. It wasn't fair to the association for me to kind of ditch them and not go. So, you know, I decided to stay home. So it is what it is, but it was good.
I missed ya.
This was the first time in 7 years that Rachel and I were apart for more than 12 hours. So it was kind of a bummer.
Well, but, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? Is that what they say?
Yeah. Shelly wants to know, for the cruise, are we doing early or late dinner? We are doing early dinner, which is, I believe, what the Bears are doing as well. That's what we signed up for. And we're still going back and forth because this is like...
What's early dinner, like 4 o'clock?
I have no idea.
Are we doing like the old people schedule?
I don't know.
Like we're in bed by dark?
I know that the Bears are on the 9th floor, on the 9th level.
Okay.
And we're still debating on back and forth on, we're thinking about getting just the balcony, just because it's our anniversary kind of thing, and it's only a couple $100 more.
We may pop for the balcony.
Yep. Let's see. Renee said, my insurance guy is checking in on network GI doc surgeons, and if it's appendicitis, hope it does not rupture before I find where to go or broke in the process.
Oh my goodness. Miss Renee, we are going to be praying for you.
Yvonne wants to know where we found the ice cream bars. They send them to us, but they are available on their website.
Ron, hey everybody.
Heather said Phil smoked a pork belly and wings today.
I saw
the bacon the other day.
That looked stinking awesome. Do you need to do a new one?
I just bought some more so that I can get some more going.
Running low on bacon.
We are running low on bacon.
That's scary.
Gigi Girl said she had ribeye steak for dinner tonight.
That is my favorite cut. Mm-hmm. So we went out to eat. I didn't get a chance to Instagram my meal from last night. We went to Perkins. There was a gentleman in the car that was super excited that there was a Perkins in the vicinity. I think that we were the only people in the restaurant that were under the age of 75. However, it was good, but the steak was this big, and I am no longer used to a steak this big. It was probably...
And how much was the steak?
$13.99.
So $13.99. So for $13.99, I can get you a 1-pound steak from Whole Foods. So that is why we don't go out to eat very often. I
am super spoiled. And there was, I got like 2 servings of, broccoli. No, actually, no, I didn't. I got a serving of broccoli and then a side salad. Mm-hmm. But by the time you took the croutons out of it, it was pretty much just lettuce. That was about it. But it was weird how I'm so spoiled on giant steaks now.
So Amy said, how was the chicken sausage you had from Costco? Did they cook up easily? So yes, they're amazing. We actually had them again tonight. So tonight we had a cowboy burger piece, and I had a Caribbean burger. which I got from Whole Foods. They were on sale.
I like the Cowboy Burger better.
The Caribbean Burger was just different flavors, but it came in a package of 2. I ate one yesterday, so I figured I'd cut up the other one today. And so we had that along with 4 of those chicken sausages, and they're really good. Honestly, you don't know they're chicken. They taste just like a
breakfast
pork
sausage.
Jimmy Dean's breakfast link, but they're really good. And the nutrition, the label's in the other room, super clean. Like no nitrates, no nitrites, like nothing added. It's like hormone-free chicken. Really, really, really good. I'm really impressed with them.
Tasted like a really good breakfast sausage.
Yeah, very impressed. And 3 links is only 130 calories and less than 1 carb. So
crazy.
You can't beat that. Rhonda said, just made my 3rd batch of yogurt. Yay. I'm so mad at you, Joe. Just kidding. I keep you moving. I'm addicted. That yogurt is good.
We love that stuff.
Vivijay said, I got the Enlightened bars that are just chocolate. My daughter really loves them. They're huge. They are a nice size serving.
They really are a nice serving. It really just
hits that. I'm really in love with the bars. Even though I really like Rebel ice cream, I like the bar aspect because I overdo ice cream.
Plus, they're putting junk in the bars, which is what I want. Like, I want all of those flavors. Like, I'm not going to buy the chocolate bars as much as I'm going to buy, like, the caramel pecan delight because it has all of the junk on it.
And even the other ones that we've had, the marshmallow ones and stuff like that, they're all really good. But I just love that, you know, if we have a pint of ice cream, we're each eating 2 servings. That's just how it is. Because I feel like I'm not getting a lot. But there's something about that bar on the stick, even though it's technically less ice cream than we normally eat, I feel like it's more.
I think in the dipped in chocolate thing does it for me also.
Yeah, that's something else that's nice. Danny said Enlightened dark chocolate bars are basically a fudgesicle.
It is.
So.
And hey, Danny.
Annie Val said praying for a quick recovery for Renee.
Absolutely.
So Renee said, hope not, still tender abdomen. Doc says not stones or infection by urine or x-ray, but feeling of need to go and right point tender leads him to see atypical presentation of appendicitis.
Oh my gracious. Oh my goodness.
Yvette loves the Enlightened ice cream bars, but hard to find, so we have to order online.
Yeah.
Yeah, try our coupon code. Again, I don't know if it works. When they first came out with the bars, they'd given it to us. I think it still works, though. I kind of want to check.
Renee says it's behind the small intestine.
Ugh. Heather said I would eat the whole box.
They're delicious.
Seth said, I'm making another batch of the yogurt later in the week before my daughter kills me.
Thank you guys so much for trying it.
I am so glad you guys, and I've got some other things I'm working on. I just ordered tonight. Oh, I guess I shouldn't tell you this. I'm going to get yelled at. I ordered a dehydrator.
We knew it was coming, right?
Well, I want to work on some beef jerky instead of in the smoker, but in the dehydrator. And some dehydrated cheese. And
I'm looking forward to that.
What my real goal is to replicate Keto Farms. I want to get some strawberries.
That's pretty
when
ballsy.
They're fresh in season and replicate Keto Farms because I don't know about you guys. I love Keto Farms. I love Ben and Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm not a super fan of the new one.
The nacho cheese?
No, all of them. So they redid the packaging and did these individual packages. It's something different about it. If I go grab an old package of the strawberry one, it was cheese with chunks of strawberry. The new ones have like dustings of flavorings on them. Oh. Is anybody else having that? Like they're good, but they're not as good as the old. They've changed the formulation. They've tweaked the formulation a little bit.
Well, we're a first in, first out family normally, so I am eating the old stuff still. Yeah. Assuming that it's the same in the new stuff, only in individual packet.
I think it's a little different because when you look at the cheese in the strawberry packet, it's now, look at it. It's got sprinkles of like strawberry dust on them, whereas the old ones didn't have that. So if I could replicate that even a little bit, I'd be like really happy.
I would be super impressed.
Margaret said second batch of yogurt is in the fridge. So good.
I am so glad you guys like it. And that you gave it a shot.
Yes.
Because it's not easy to think about like working with yogurt. That could be scary. No. Right?
But it did. It came out so good. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy that all of you guys are enjoying it. Yeah. I like the fact, and you don't need a lot because that's become my dessert. Like, I mean, the ice cream, they sent it to us. We keep saying we're going to make ice cream, but I'm enjoying the yogurt.
It tickled me so much to see it in people's meal prep.
Yeah.
To have them. Some people were using it with parfaits, making little parfaits to take to work. And I thought, oh my goodness, I love getting to go to work with you guys. That's so exciting.
And the new granolas. So we actually, High Key has 2 new, you haven't tried them. I need to get that because I promised them we would try it. But High Key has 2 new granolas that it is amazing in the granola. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let you read a couple of these. Okay. Slapstick's got to said something about a keto crate, and I'm going to grab that.
So Slapstick says, or Christopher says, got our keto crate today. My son wants to start eating them the way we used to eat our Universal Yums box. So we are going to eat the box tomorrow. How awesome is that? That is so fun. Auntie Val says, hey, like up the stream, guys. Thank you so much. Gigi Girl says, Rachel, how do you like your coffee? Well, I like my coffee black. I normally drink black coffee, which means the coffee has to be really good. It was funny. We were recently talking when we were driving over to Bradenton on Tuesday, talking about coffee and different blends. And man, I have to have a good black coffee. Like the beans have to be really good. That's why I really like that Clout coffee.
Right.
Because it tastes delicious even black. I love Wawa coffee. Right. Because they have like a Sumatra blend right now that is awesome.
So here, I've got both versions of the Keto Farm strawberry.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you pick up one of those,
I'm gonna cry right now.
Pick up that strawberry, the cheese there.
Okay.
Pick that up.
Well, it has a dusting on it.
I don't know. It just, if you look in, there's like hardly any strawberry in this compared to this one. Huh. Maybe it's the jalapeno one that I really notice a difference.
Maybe it's the jalapeno one.
But
I see stuff.
I don't know. It just this one seems to have a lot more dusting of stuff, whereas this one's kind of just a little bit from the strawberry.
Huh.
Maybe it's me.
I think it's you.
You're talking about driving.
It's not you, it's me.
Did you tell them?
I mean, it's not me, it's you.
I have the worst job in the world tomorrow. The thing that causes me more stress in my life than anything.
Look forward to a white beard on Joe.
By Saturday.
We have to buy a car.
Car shopping tomorrow. I hate car shopping.
His least favorite thing. And
even though we're thinking about a new car.
It should be exciting.
It should be exciting.
It's not, though.
But generally we buy used cars. We're thinking about buying a new car because, you know, we want to start traveling a lot more, especially to conferences. We want to drive to conferences. Like, we're driving to KetoCon. And so we're like, okay, extended warranty. At least if you buy a used car, you have to get an extended warranty. If you buy a new car, depending on what you get, it may have a full warranty, you know, or like a good warranty, like a Hyundai. So just making the decision of the right car, and then the dealer's going to stick you in that little, you know, glass box.
Joe does not do well in the glass box.
But I don't do well in that. So, yeah, that's what I got to do tomorrow.
And the plan is that Anthony is going to get our car.
And he's not getting our car.
I mean, he's
buying our car.
And then we also have to secure a car for Caleb.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-car thing.
So, High Key, and this is great with our yogurt, sent us 2. We actually have some brownie mix and some pancakes that we're going to make and do a review on. So they sent us 2 new flavors. Smell that.
Ooh, that's maple-y.
So this is maple pecan. And it's literally nothing but nuts.
Oh my goodness. Can they see that? Making it fuzzy.
Look at that. It's nothing but nuts.
Oh, wow.
Is that awesome?
That's like stinking awesome.
And then they also sent us... This one is cinnamon almond.
That is very maple-y. Let me smell. You don't have to smell it.
That one doesn't have a big smell.
No, it doesn't.
But this is smaller pieces.
Is it weird it almost smells cheesy in there? What's happening? Nope, it's cinnamon.
It's a good cinnamon flavor, but that maple is amazing.
That's money.
So this stuff, you can get it, I think, on Amazon. Mm-hmm. And it is really good in the yogurt. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot.
That's good.
So.
All right.
Okay. Renee said, I was just scared it may have been something related to my diet, but surprisingly the ER doc said he is all for it and it is not related. That is awesome.
That's really good news.
Rhonda said, I can't wait for those Enlightened bars to come to a store near me.
Oh, okay. So Shelly says that early dinner is like 5 p.m. Okay. That feels better.
Yeah, Shelly is like an expert cruiser, so.
I'm so excited. And Shelly, you're going on this one, right?
Yep.
I'm so excited.
Shelly said, we're looking at the spa balcony. It looks nice. That's the one that we were thinking about because I know it's something brand new with them. And they give The thing is, they're giving you a basket of fruit. What am I going to do with a basket of fruit?
Give it to somebody that does eat fruit.
Nobody should be eating fruit.
Well, there'll be somebody on the cruise that would like some fruit.
So, but the other thing, I was talking to the lady, there's another balcony one that it's the same size, but it doesn't have the nicer bed, which is what the spa one has, but it's $200 less. So, Shelly, you are the expert cruiser, so you tell us.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth the $200 to have the nicer bed?
So Patty says, scroll up a little bit. Homesick with a fever. I'm so sorry, Patty. And the only food that tastes good are treats. Keto treats, but still treats. I totally get that. When you feel toughy, I hope you feel better.
Keith said, oh man, do I understand what it's like to be apart. Becky and I are together all day, every day, and when we're apart for more than a few hours, it makes me sad.
How romantic is that?
What'd you do with the magazines?
I have it in the other room, so I'm going to leave
You're going to leave me. Well, that's good. I know how to run the computer. Ron said, I got to get with the Enlighten program. Kristen said, do you know anything about the Boo Keto Bites that they sell at Whole Foods? Have we tried them? Also, I worked on a cruise ship for 5 years. You guys are going to have so much fun. Get the balcony. So Kristen said, get the balcony, Rachel. Okay. So the Boo Keto bars. We have had the Boo Fit bars, and I was not a fan of them. I don't remember if that's one of the ones that had isomaltol-oligosaccharides, but I do remember the Boo Fit bars themselves. We were not a fan of them. We didn't like the taste or the texture of them. So
look what came in the mail today.
Yep.
Look what's in the mail today. So speaking of Mr. Keith and Becky.
He's the publisher of this magazine.
Is a publisher of Keto Time magazine. Keith, if you would, please leave a link to your magazine if anybody's interested. And look at these ugly mugs on the inside of this.
Nice.
Stuff about those 2krazyketos.
I will put a link for that in the description when we're done with the video, so you'll be able to find it on the replay.
How awesome. Exciting. So, little magazine in the keto sphere. I love it.
Okay, so Shelly said get well soon, Renee. So did Alan. Trucker Cat is here from Ohio.
Welcome.
Vivid J said we should splurge for the balcony. So much nicer than outside cabins. Yeah, if it was only a 3-day cruise, like my brother-in-law's like, do not get the balcony. It's not worth it.
But for like 7 days.
But we're like, it's 7 days, and you know, our thing is more like, I know it's not a big balcony. It's basically 2 chairs, but we may want to escape just for like a couple of minutes.
Be romantic, that kind of thing. So we'll see. Joe's friend said get the balcony. It's so worth it if you'd like some personal time. I don't know if I want any personal time.
Okay, so real quick, I know we're not going to even get way behind on comments tonight because Chris isn't here, because Chris and Miriam are in Anaheim.
Oh,
so they went there for a conference which got canceled, but they decided they were going to go to Disney World and stuff anyway, or Disneyland, nice. Not Disney World.
I've always wanted to go to Disneyland.
We've never been to Disneyland. So this coming week will be week 52 for Keto on the Couch.
I can't believe it.
Which we are I cannot believe we were doing a year, because when I came up with the idea of Keto on the Couch last year, and I presented it to Rachel, I was like, hey, I've got an idea for a series. We're going to sit down on the couch and we're going to talk about what's going on in our lives. And you looked at me and said, what?
It's a show about nothing. It reminded me of Seinfeld.
You weren't that nice about it.
I was like, that sounds dumb. Nobody
wants like, to. That's dumb. That's stupid. Nobody wants to hear that. And you guys have been awesome. And so we appreciate that. So this weekend is a busy weekend. I have a bunch of games. Rachel actually has to shut down the church. Every certain amount of weeks, we're responsible for closing down the church. So, to celebrate week 52 of Keto on the Couch, we're going to do it live.
Yep.
So
10 a.m. on
10 a.m.
Monday morning.
Eastern time on Monday, we're going to do Keto on the Couch live. Pretty much what we do, we're not going to pull as many comments because we also want to be able to read your comments. If you can't join us live, that's okay. Obviously, there will be a replay. But yeah, so to celebrate Keto on the Couch week 52, we're going to do it live on Monday at 10 a.m.
So excited.
So
before we go, because I want to...
That means we can't have 100 takes.
Well, we might be in trouble. So Stephanie says that she went to her 30th class reunion last Saturday. And instead of people talking about how fat I was chirping about how much I've lost.
Well,
I love
so
that.
Awesome.
How fun.
This year, actually last year. last year? Oh, I guess it was a couple years ago. This last year 2 years ago would have been my 30th class reunion. But I was
goes fast.
Thinking about it, talking to a kid playing lacrosse on Monday, and I was like telling him when I played lacrosse in high school, and I was like 30 years ago, and I'm like, wow, it was actually a lot more than 30 years ago because it was like in like freshman, sophomore year.
Back when the earth was cooling.
And I was like, wow, I've been out of high school that long. Like, kind of scares me a little bit.
It goes fast.
Slavistic said Perkins has some good keto options for the breakfast menu with hollandaise.
I love that Nancy
Do they make their eggs with powdered?
I did not.
It's something that you have to be careful about at most of these restaurants, like IHOP. IHOP's scrambled eggs, you can't ever get scrambled eggs or omelets at IHOP because they use powdered eggs.
Yeah, well, and they use pancake mix.
Not that they use pancake mix, not powdered eggs. They add pancake mix.
To fluffen it up. Nancy says, dear God, please meet Miss Renee's needs.
Thank
I love
you.
that.
Keeping it simple, keto with Barb said, we ate at Perkins yesterday. I had breakfast. I don't think I've ever had Perkins. I really don't think I've ever had Perkins.
Really good. It was very good. The steak was excellently cooked. It was really good. I'm just not used to one that's only a normal size steak. I'm used to Fred Flintstone's cuts of meat.
Our new thing is every weekend, that's our treat day. Instead of going out to eat, we've been going to Whole Foods for Saturday or Sunday and getting whatever steak is on sale for the week. So last week it was, what was it? Oh, it was
Giants.
It was ribs. It was ribeyes. So the ribeyes were on sale for $10 a pound. So we got a nice, like 3-inch thick, almost 3 pound ribeye.
Crazy big.
And we made it kind of like a prime rib, like in the sous vide, and it was awesome. But that's our treat.
Very
but
tasty.
That whole thing cost us $20. It was like $21 for that whole giant steak. I mean, it was cheaper than going out to eat. You felt like you were eating a lot more food. That's our new thing. That's our going out to eat thing. Yeah, you can wear your pajama pants. Ed's made his first pork belly burnt Ed's. I think I actually over smoked it. It's okay. I overdid a brisket the other day. I was so upset. I put the brisket on in the morning. I misjudged the size of it, and when I got home, I wasn't supposed to tell you that I had the smoker running while we were at church.
I can't kill him while we're online.
I misjudged it, and by the time I got home, it was overcooked, which it shouldn't have been, but I just misjudged it. It was a little drier than it should have been.
It was okay. So Tracy's Keto Living says, in a stall since December and super frustrated, not really a snacker, but I'm thinking it might be time to reset my macros and go back to simple foods. Any suggestions? I would have to say, yes, go back to simple foods. That's kind of what I have done recently. I mean, we do incorporate, some treats within our meal. I definitely don't snack in between meals.
Right.
I've been keeping a really tight eating window ever since we got done with our extended fast. Mm-hmm. And I've been so encouraged by everybody that is in the fasting app that I love just checking in there and seeing, okay, I'm not alone. Right. There's other people intermittent fasting, and it really helped me to stay on track and actually maintain everything I lost from after the fast.
Yeah, somebody actually left a comment yesterday while you were gone that they wanted to know how much weight you had lost and if you've maintained it. And I honestly didn't know the answer, so I didn't answer the comment.
So when I started the fast, I was 150 pounds, and when we got done with the fast, I want to say I was 141 or 142. I don't know. You'd have to look at the vlog. But right now, this morning, I was 140. So I'm eating, and I am maintaining. And I was super excited to have gone to a conference where everybody wasn't keto. And because I feel good about the momentum I'm having, and I don't want to stop my momentum, mm-hmm. I was able to just, hey, I'm staying within, my eating windows, and I'm just eating what I'm supposed to, and it was great. And the people around me were super supportive too, even if we're not eating the same food. I actually brought a can of chicken with me.
I saw that.
And you know what? At this point, I don't even care what other people think. I'm not going to screw myself up because I don't want to look bad, right? So this is just me, all right?
And for me, I have actually, the scale went back up. I've been hovering like right around 190. The funny part is I mentioned it to Anthony yesterday. All of my clothes are getting looser and looser. So I'm definitely having some electrolyte issues and trying to find the right balance because it's been weird. I've been going to these games. I'm running a lot. And I'm going to all of these games, and then it's been cold and it's been hot. Like today, it was like over 100 degrees on the field. But yesterday, it was cold. Like I was wearing a jacket.
I know.
So
Florida.
I can't get my electrolytes right based on the sweating for the game. And so usually at this time of the year, I'm taking a lot more electrolytes because I'm going to sweat. And I've been doing it, and I'm not sweating, which means I'm holding water. But again, all of my shirts, everything is like getting baggier and baggier on me, but the scale's not moving, which again is why we don't weigh.
My thing is more that I feel good.
Yeah,
like,
I feel amazing.
Alert and I feel energized, and that's what I like.
So, yeah, but as far as your stall, I mean, I know we're getting behind, but as far as there's so many things, I mean, without having a lot of stuff, it's kind of hard to tell you what to do. I don't know how much weight you lost. Sometimes you do have to rework your macros a little bit because as you lose weight, you require less food. There's, look at what types of things, when I talk about carnivore, one thing that is good about carnivore is to do it as a reset, to eliminate everything and then add things back in one at a time to see, was there something causing an issue with me? You may have an issue with dairy. You may have an issue with sugar, alcohol. Sometimes you get like a little bit sensitive to these things.
But if you don't
take them all out at once and then put them all back in at the same time, you're not going to know what it is that's giving you some issues. So sometimes it's easy. Go super simple for like a week or two and then add stuff in one at a time. Like add in a little bit of dairy, but not sugar alcohols.
And you'll know almost immediately that something just won't feel quite right.
Yep. Janet said, do the balcony for sure. That's the only way I do it. And Rachel, I was on Dramamine the whole time and it helped me. I have motion sickness and I can't ride amusement park rides. Well, you can ride amusement park rides at least.
I can, but like the Dramamine's good. Barry says, what's the problem with 75?
What am I missing?
Absolutely nothing. Because I was like in Perkins, everybody was 75 years old.
Oh, okay.
Not a thing.
Carmen said, I had some Cajun dry rub wings for lunch. Not the best thing to eat after only being able to keep down 400 calories in 36 hours before. Lesson learned.
Aw. Well, I do like Cajun seasoning though.
Anita said, yes, work has slowed down. Thanks. Okay, those Enlightened bars are delicious. Beverly said, I tried the peanut butter fudge ice cream by Enlightened tonight, and it was really good.
Their ice creams are really tasty.
They are really good. Now, they do have soluble corn fiber, so they're not quite as clean as, the Rebel. But again, if you're putting it just a once in a thing, not eating it every single day, I know that AD Keto did do a glucose test on it and it went up like 5 or 10 points, which is within the margin of error of that. So to me, 5 or 10 points doesn't mean much.
Heather says that Whole Foods have their chuck roast for $3.99 a pound.
They are yummy. Ooh, we may have to go get some of that. I did
Heather
notice
knows where all the good deals are.
I noticed that Sprouts, because we're running low on ground beef, and Sprouts has their ground beef on sale for, I think it was $3.99 a pound. So
get it.
I may be running over there to get some.
Get it, don't stop. Get it.
My Zevia wall's getting small. Nobody's had Zevia on sale forever. Renee said, I went to my Walmart to pick up a few necessities. The water, the wine, the eggshells are bare. Cashier said she sold over $300 in cleaners to a lady. People have gone chrono mad here. Yes. People, I think that people are just insane. I wouldn't freak out about this.
It reminds me of hurricane preparedness.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everyone is aware that grocery stores sell canned foods and water, and they're buying them all.
I saw the greatest meme, and I wish I would have screenshotted it.
Okay.
Maybe I did. But I saw this great meme, and it was like, everybody is freaking out about coronavirus. No, I did not. I wish I would have.
It's okay.
But they're like, but our solution, we have all of these people that are worried about this, and there's only a few people who have actually died. Meanwhile, obesity is killing people left and right, and our solution to that is come out with a new flavor of Oreos. Right? I mean, you think about it. People are freaking out about water. I said to Rachel today, I called her, I was like, yeah, the stores are all empty of water. I'm so glad we have our Berkey filter.
Yeah.
So if you have a Berkey filter, you can take any water. If it's contaminated, Put a few drops of chlorine bleach in the top. That'll kill any of the bacteria that's in the water, and then it's going to run through the filter on the bottom, and since it's just gravity-driven, you don't have to worry about water pressure or anything.
Was it...
We could take our pool water and put it in there if you had to.
Was it Dr. Barry that was getting questions like, what kind of bleach do I drink?
Oh, yeah. There's some crazy...
Don't drink that.
Don't drink bleach. Drinking bleach is not going to keep you...
It's not going to fix it. That's going to make more problems.
Yeah. It's just... The problem is the media. The media is making people insane.
Yeah.
And that's what, if you live in an area like we do, like hurricanes, things like that, or where you know a storm is coming 2, 3, 4 weeks ahead of time.
To get people riled up.
Yeah, they love to rile you up. Keeping a simple keto with Barb said, I'm trying to do reset doing carnivore this week.
It's great. I mean, I love it. We're definitely, doing more carnivore.
So Renee said Enlightened bars and pints are $2 off at H-E-B. We don't have H-E-B.
We don't have H-E-B.
Steph said, unless it is keto chow ice cream, I can't have it in the house.
That is fair enough.
Yeah, I'm constant. That's the other thing. Frozen items, all frozen items are 20% off at Sprouts this week.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Shelly said, did you see the Strong Sisters ice cream? I did. I have tried making ice cream like that. My problem with it is I don't like the texture with the stevia. I guess if you eat it right away, it wouldn't be so bad. But if you try to freeze it later on, it gets hard as a rock.
Oh.
That reminds me, though, Shelly. So, is there anybody in here, and I know it's going to take us about 5 minutes to get to this comment, that has a KitchenAid, the KitchenAid stand mixer?
Okay.
That would like the ice cream attachment.
Yeah.
We have one, and we are willing to give it away based on a trivia question, but we would just do it today. You come up with a trivia question.
Okay.
And think about a trivia question.
Okay.
I don't know, some weird trivia question.
No pressure.
And if you're interested, we will just give it, because it's been sitting on our thing. I hate the fact that it's sitting there. We got it for free when we bought our KitchenAid, so I might as well give it away to somebody. Let somebody use it. So it's the attachment that goes onto the KitchenAid stand mixer.
Okay. So well, give me a minute to think of a trivia question.
We'll do it towards the end. So Gigi said, why is eating ice cream so comforting?
I don't know. It is. We need to change something else to comforting. Bacon is comforting, though, I will say. When I'm eating bacon, I do feel happy. I don't know why, but I do.
Tracy's Keto Living said, carnivore scares me a little. I love veggies. I was thinking about trying it for a week. Thanks for the suggestion.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, I am not a huge... We've talked about it before, and I'm not knocking carnivore. I just would not be comfortable with me being a strict carnivore. We call ourselves like ketovores.
Ketovore.
We're about 90 to 95% carnivore. Every once in a while, like, I have some lettuce, or... We have an ice cream bar with some, or we have coffee. Like strict carnivores a lot of times don't have any of that stuff.
Going out and having some broccoli or lettuce or something.
But we really don't buy a lot of vegetables. And occasionally we'll have, some cauliflower rice or something. But we don't buy a lot of vegetables anymore just because the carnivore, the meat fills me up and I like it. And I was wasting so much money on vegetables because we would buy them and then not eat them and they go bad. So now even when we do buy them, we only buy frozen.
It was funny. I was thinking about Slap a Stick when I was at BurgerFi during this conference because they wrapped my burger in lettuce, and all I could do was crack up looking at it, going well, I've just ruined this burger with lettuce. Remember he said that? Why do I want to put it on lettuce or on a bed of lettuce or wrapped in lettuce?
But last week we made those taco bowls, and it was nice to give you a little more volume. We had a pound of ground beef with some seasonings on it, on top of some, I just took romaine lettuce and chopped it up. That was the extent of our veggies.
Am I a total weirdo? I love when, the lettuce gets grease on it.
I know,
from the
you
hamburger.
like that.
I love
That's
that.
why I did it that way.
So, Lori says, hello from Elba, Alabama. Fairly new subscriber and love your channel. Thanks, Lori.
Welcome to the family.
Welcome.
Yvette said, I live in Washington State. Tell me the virus scare is crazy with people buying up all the toilet paper. What tribe? Yeah, I don't understand the toilet paper thing. Why is everybody buying up toilet paper?
Well, I think when you're out, you need to buy some toilet paper. I'm always concerned. How much toilet paper do we have? That's every day, though. That's not coronavirus. That's do we have enough paper? Because I don't ever want to run out of toilet paper.
Oh, Heather wants to know what the new milk was using. It was Organic Valley.
Yes.
And it's called Ultra. Organic Valley Ultra is what it is. And it's just like the Fair Life, but it comes in a half-a-gallon container.
When you open it, is it like an Ultra concert? Like boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and like lights and stuff? Does that happen?
Look, healthcare.gov. Message from healthcare about coronavirus. I don't need to read that.
So, Slapstick says, I finally finished my yogurt yesterday. I'm going to start eating it every day, I believe. I love it.
September's on. Hey, September. She said she can't find the bars anywhere.
Slapstick says, I like the Nacho Keto Farms. I'll have to try the strawberry one tomorrow. Strawberry is my fave.
Strawberry one is really good. I always like the jalapeno one, but the nacho one is really, really good.
Nacho cheese.
The biggest issue I have with, like, I know this is a serving, but I don't want it to be a serving.
You want more.
I want more. But it does help me to, like,
Rockport,
control myself.
Texas.
April said, I'm on my 4th batch of yogurt. It is the best yogurt I've ever had. My husband and I love this yogurt. Thanks, Joe, for the recipe and the video for that.
Thanks, April.
Steph said, is that natural peanut butter you made in that one video? That was to slap a stick.
Oh.
Rhonda said, Rachel, you are really looking smaller, especially your face. Have you noticed that?
I
keep telling her she is skinnier, and she keeps telling me, no, I'm not.
I feel looser in my clothes. I feel like something's going on my face. I hope so. Usually, though, here's the weird part. When you talk about, like, you can't control where you lose weight, always my neck.
Yeah.
Always
but
my
your
neck.
face gets puffy at, like, that time of the month. I lose weight in my neck.
Pretty soon, I'll just be E.T.
I keep telling her, though, she is the skinniest she has ever been, even though the scale says it's not the lowest weight she's been. And I'm talking about in our marriage. In our marriage right now, when I look at her, she is skinnier than I've ever seen her, but not according to the scale. According to the scale, she's 10 pounds heavier than when you were the lightest.
Yeah, and it's funny. I mean, you see what we're eating.
Right.
Like, because we post it. A giant meal. So I feel like that's very rewarding that we're able to eat and maintain.
Yeah, because Rachel right now is eating an average of 1,800 calories.
Oh, happy day!
That is about 450 more calories than she was eating in October and November when she was gaining weight.
So I think that the reverse dieting combined with a very tight
not snacking
eating window with intermittent fasting is really helping a lot.
Ron said, I got to get a nut bag this week. I want to try the yogurt. You don't have to have the nut milk bags. I just find them super convenient. You can use cheesecloth and just like double and triple it up. The nut milk bags are just nice because you don't have to try to wrap it and worry about it coming out of the edges. Just pour it in a bag and hang it.
What kind of bag would you pour it into?
A nut milk bag.
A nut milk bag.
Trucker says, what is your opinion on every other day fasting? I'm trying it out currently using Keto Chan to break my fast after 36 hours, then a normal keto meal. How do I say this? It's not a bad thing, but what you should be doing is feasting and fasting. So, again, my opinion, we're not doctors.
We're not even remote. Look at us.
But if you're fasting, when you're in your eating window, in your eating day, you eat.
Yeah.
You don't go, I'm only allowed 1,500 calories. You eat until you're comfortably full, 2 or 3 meals. Like, you basically should be eating the equivalent of 2 days worth of calories in that eating window. And you should not have any issues with gaining weight. You should still be losing weight because you are now going to fast for another 36 to 48 hours. So they say when you're doing, the biggest problem with OMAD is not getting enough calories. If you try to do a every other day eating, like fasting one day and then eating one day, and then you continue to only eat 1,400 to 1,800 calories, you're going to screw up your metabolism.
Yeah, and we don't want that.
And you don't want that. So what it's supposed to be doing is fast and feast. So on a feast day, you feast. You feast on good, healthy foods, but you feast.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion on it.
Susan Benson says, hello, Joe and Rachel.
Hey, Susan. We got to meet Susan in Omaha. Gigi Girl said, I agree, Rachel, you are looking smaller.
Well,
see,
thank you.
They tell you, you listen. I tell you, you tell me I'm lying.
You know, husband and wife.
Heather said, ain't like that yet, even though they're shipping people to Nebraska. Rhonda said, Joe, please try to make a recipe for cottage cheese. I am going to work on it. I ordered some of my rennet.
Please.
I know. I love cottage. I like cottage cheese more than yogurt. Cheese. So I love cottage cheese. And I'm going broke eating good culture cottage cheese. Because that stuff is like $6 a container.
Right.
Slapasick said that was a peanut butter sauce. It uses a peanut butter that has the only ingredient is peanuts. I have the brand somewhere I can see, but yeah, it's natural. So the one that we want to use in that one recipe, Smucker's, which you can get at Sam's Club, or is it BJ's? No, Sam's Club.
Sam's Club.
They have an all-natural that only has peanuts.
Just peanuts.
I said this in that other video, but I'm going to say it again. Everybody talks about the Walmart brand peanut butter because it lists like 1 or 2 carbs on the container. They're allowed to fudge the numbers, 20%. So peanuts, if the only ingredient is peanuts, they all have the same carb count. Yeah. If the only ingredient is peanuts.
Yeah.
So just remember that. My thing is always, and you're going to see me, I'm going to keep saying this over and over again, round up, don't round down.
Yeah.
You're going to help yourself if you round up.
You'll thank yourself for it.
Seth said, I like fasting 22 hours every other day, and I'm loving the exercise daily that I've been doing.
I am so proud of you. That is exciting. That's the one thing. I mean, I'm doing a lot of walking. I check my steps, and I'm usually like 15,000 steps a day. But yeah, I really need to incorporate the weights. That's the only thing.
Yeah. Alan said, when I want yogurt, I just make some easy kefir yogurt. No Instant Pot required.
Nice.
Yeah, we make the kefir too. I like the flavor of this because there is no flavor. It's not tangy. Kefir is like, we like kefir cheese. We make it.
I say kefir.
We make it where I can get the cheese, and we use that cheese almost as like a spreadable cream cheese.
Yeah, it's really tasty.
It's really good that way.
Selmarie Arroyo says, high key granola is great. I like that they left out the coconut. I feel like a lot of low carb granola is mostly coconut. I would agree with that. Absolutely. Yes. They lean heavily on the coconut normally. You're right.
Alon said, Joe, do I need to defrost my starter yogurt to start a new batch, or can I just put it in with the rest of the ingredients? I would defrost it. Put it in the refrigerator. Don't put it out on the counter. Also, I mean, his recipe is very similar, except for we're using heavy cream with ours. But, you know, I do know that 80 Keto, Aaron from High Fat, High Fun, he just put a thing out that he has been straining his, when he strains out the whey, on the counter. And it actually, I have not tested this myself, but he just put the video up the other day that he strained out more whey by straining it on the kitchen counter rather than in the refrigerator.
Oh, I love that.
I have not tried that, but I thought it was interesting, like, experiment.
Yeah.
Heather said, I did notice a difference with the Keto Farms.
I didn't.
I said that.
Oh, I thought you said I did.
Heather said, get a Kia.
Get a Kia.
That's one we're looking at. We're looking at the Kia. We've kind of been leaning towards Ford because we've had a great guy that's helped us out with buying cars. I think we're between, what is it, the Ford Escape, or we were looking at the Eco something. I don't know. It's like smaller than the Escape, but I think it may be a little bit too small. Or the Hyundai, what was that? Kona, right? The Hyundai Kona. The only thing, Heather, you can help us, mate, because I know you have a Kia. But, like, I know my mom and sister have had Kias for years, and they've loved them, but it seems like they all died at 100,000 miles.
For me, it's a lot about the trunk space, because I have a lot of junk in my trunk.
You were just dying to say that.
I was dying to say that. I want more space for the junk in my trunk.
We're looking at either the Kia, the Hyundai, we're looking for like the crossover, or that one Ford. I'm leaning towards the Kia Hyundai, even though we do like the Fords. We've never had issues with our Fords because of the warranty. You know, the 6 year, 60,000, 100,000 mile warranty.
Hard to argue with that.
Hard to argue with that. Even if I paid $2,000 more for the Hyundai, I'd rather have the warranty than the Ford. So
currently picking the perfect name says hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, that was the other thing we thought was that I'm pricing everything because I'm so frugal with the insurance, and Hyundais and Kias are cheaper on insurance than Fords because they're considered safer vehicles.
Go figure.
Slapasick said, I think I had quite a few strawberry pieces in my last Keto Farms pack a couple of days ago. Maybe I had a bad batch.
Maybe I just had a bad batch. Joe's friend says, I only need 2 cups of coffee a day each morning, but it must be strong and black. Yes.
Shelly hates car shopping too.
It's such a drag.
The worst part worse than even the new car shopping is the used car shopping.
Because
that's the one that,
what's wrong
and
with
this is my kids. I'm worried about my kids. And so I remember when we went car shopping for John Paul, I literally went and I came home and you may see me without a goatee this weekend because the last time it literally turned white by the time I got home. arguing over a price. And I remember I went to the guy, I'm like, this is how I want to pay $4,000. And he's like, no. And I'm like, fine. I got up and I walked out. An hour later, he comes back. He goes, fine. $4,000 and 1 penny. I'm like, what? And he goes, the manager said we have to win.
Crazy.
I'm like, really? You spent an hour arguing over a penny? Really?
Yes,
I just can't take it.
So Shelly says, although I do love the Highlander I got last year. Those are beautiful.
They are very nice.
Patty says she rents a car for long trips. That way I don't put extra mileage on my car. I love that. Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well.
Oh, so keeping it simple keto with Barb says, I buy the cars. My hubby doesn't even come along.
Rachel won't come either. Rachel's like, go get me a car. She actually
she's the one doing it.
I know. The other day I told her I'm thinking about
serious, right?
The other day I told her I'm thinking about going to get a car on Friday, and she was like, I wouldn't be opposed to coming home to a brand new car. I'm like, but meanwhile, like, her mom's like, do not go buy a car without Rachel. That's not fair to Rachel's like, I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Can I just miss this whole process?
She even said she would come to my lacrosse game if I let her stay home from car shopping.
Yeah, and I hate going to the lacrosse games because I don't like watching him get yelled at.
But Anthony's doing the game with me.
I know, I really don't want to watch that. Anna says certified usually comes with warranties.
Yeah, we're looking for a good certified used car too. You guys are awesome.
Tamara says the granola is so addicting.
Yeah, did you see Autumn ate the entire bag?
I totally could.
In a day?
Speaking of Autumn, guys.
She's getting married this weekend.
Next Tuesday, March 9th, she's getting married.
Yep.
And I think it would be fun if you have any t-shirts or anything that says, or if you want to just make a logo that says Watch Autumn Keto on it, let's blow up her social media on March 9th to celebrate
that would be awesome.
Her getting married.
Trucker says, Steph, I agree. I get great energy on my fasting days.
Slapstick says, ew, cinnamon, no.
I like cinnamon, but I have to tell you, this one is like, this maple one, that's the best one I've ever had.
Heather says, I go in with a price and don't budge. Phil is the one who caves, so it's my job.
That is how I go. And I go in, like, I am spending, like, all night researching things. And my thing is as much as I liked the guy at Ford, and we've bought 4 cars from the same guy, and I know even when we did it the last time, when we bought my truck, I said, this is my price. And we were going back and forth. We were arguing over like $200.
Believe me, knowing that you're coming in tomorrow, that dude is having a lumberjack breakfast.
Oh, I know.
To have to deal with Joe all day.
But the funny part is when we bought my truck because somebody stole my truck out of the driveway. Yeah. That was our whole thing. And when we bought the truck, I said, this is my price. And by the time they said yes, the truck was sold to somebody else. Well, it turned out to be the best thing that could happen because they were so afraid to lose our business. They got another truck from another dealer down in Miami, and it was like a $10,000 more truck, and we got it for less than what we were going to pay for the other one.
It was kind of hilarious. I mean, it wasn't funny at the moment, but when he got his truck stolen, it was stolen by like a ring of people that were
they used it for a robbery and they torched it.
They torched it. Yeah. Well, it was gonna go probably overseas, but like it was a work truck and it was so like beat up from being a work truck that they're like, yeah, we're not even putting this on a boat to another place.
Well, even that, I mean, that was the other thing I was arguing with the insurance company when they stole my truck, because I have a friend right now whose truck got stolen a year ago and he's still arguing with the insurance company because they offered me like X amount. And I'm like, my truck's worth a lot more than that. And they're like, fine, go find 3 cars in your area that are selling for that. I'm like, there are none selling, but I found these other ones that are cheaper models with less accessories selling for more. So they let me go up, and we ended up getting like $2,000 less than we paid for the car 6 years later.
God is so good.
So
Constance says that she had high-key blueberry waffles. I am really looking forward to the pancakes.
Yeah, we're going to do one video for the pancakes and the brownies.
So Shelly says, we got the Highlander specifically for our road trip. So comfy around town. Heath drives his truck. I love it.
Rhonda said, High Key is kicking butt in the keto world. They are
really
doing great. And I love their cookies.
Patty, Joe and Rachel haven't had a good rental car history. Yes. We had the kombucha incident of Omaha.
Speaking of boxes and stuff, hey guys, I have an idea. Let me know what you guys think down below. So we also, in addition to the Keto Crate, which we did film that video, it's going to come out tomorrow, we've got the Keto Box. And so we were thinking about, would you guys be interested in doing in us doing a video instead of Rachel, be me and the boys, and we have the boys eat everything in the box. Try everything in the box. Let us know if you think that would be a cool video, or do you want us to do it the way Rachel and I do it, where we just go. So I would go over the macros, and then we'll have the boys try everything so we can see, does a non-keto person like the keto treats that are in the box?
Yeah. Paris says that, Renee says, my mom told me when I was little that I would smell things by blowing out my nose, and says, smell good.
Shelly said, sending registration for cruise. I was going to tell them no fruit also. Spa gets 50% off a spa service. That's why I was thinking about that for Rachel.
Exciting.
Let us know what deck you're going to be on.
Yeah.
I think she said it was like deck 8.
Sarah says, thank you for the perfect keto discount.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for using it.
They have a new product coming out at the end of the month, but I can't say what it is.
Keeping it then we could go out and do everything on the ship. Yes. Let's do it.
Oh, Nancy said request a diet appropriate basket. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. It's a complimentary fruit basket, but I didn't think about that.
It wouldn't be too much to be like, hey, thanks for the free stuff, but we can have different free stuff? Would that be okay? Let's try it.
Yeah. Susan said, can you help me with my glucose and ketone numbers? First thing in the morning, my ketones are usually 0.4. My glucose is 97. Before I eat at 2, only 0.5 and 95. A half hour after I eat, my ketones are 0.8 and my glucose is 87. An hour after I eat, 1.2 and 84. Is this normal? Completely normal. First of all, don't check your glucose and your ketones in the morning. In the morning, they're always going to be lowest ketones, highest glucose because of something called the dawn phenomenon, which is your body is releasing endorphins and kind of getting you up and ready to go for the day. And so your glucose is going to go up. It's creating glucose even if you're fasted. And your ketones are going to go down because it's using whatever you have. Don't chase ketone numbers. That's first of all.
Seeing those numbers, like you're in ketosis.
You're in ketosis.
Solid.
To me, if you have a 0.3, you're in ketosis. Your body is making ketones. If your body's not making ketones, you wouldn't have it. You're just using the ketone. You don't have a lot of reserve ketones. The reason it's going up after you eat is because you're giving your body a bunch of fat, and now it can take that fat and convert to ketones.
Exactly.
So. Heather said Phil was gone for a total of 3 years in a 5-year period. We're the experts at being apart.
Did you guys write? My mom and dad, like when my dad was in the military, they wrote a lot of letters to one another. Did you write each other? I always think that's so sweet. Did you write me a note?
No, I didn't write you a note. But we talked. I don't like it when she goes away. Like, I don't sleep when she's not home. I don't sleep when somebody that lives under this roof is not home. Like,
I slept like a log.
The boys go out. If they're out, I'm not going to sleep until they're in the house. That's me. I cannot sleep until I know everybody is at home.
I'm a bad judge of sleeper, though, because, like, I literally slept through a hurricane. An actual hurricane.
You did. Shelly said, I would like the nicer bed, but I'm spoiled. I say for your first cruise, whatever you do, we'll set the bar for later cruises.
Okay, there you go.
Which means if you get the nicer room, you're not going to like it the next time you go on a cruise and don't have a nicer room.
But if you start low and work up,
yeah,
there you go.
Rhonda wants to go on that cruise. Can't find anyone that wants to go.
We're going. We'll be there.
Joe is coming. He's booking the 2021 Low Carb Cruise tomorrow. The group eats the early seating. Been on 3 of these. Ask me anything.
Awesome, Joe. I love that we're going with a pro.
Shelly said, Rhonda put in the group, maybe someone will share a room with you. Yes, that is. I know I've seen a couple people asking about roommates that want to go.
So speaking of roommates, when we were going on this conference.
Oh my gosh, we are so far behind.
I know, sorry. There was like a new person that just started working at the church. And we were sharing a room together, and we get into the room, and there's only one bed. And I was like, oh, I think we're going to have to go back down and change this out for a bed and a couch. And I'll happily sleep in a couch, but, like, if you're just getting to know somebody, like, hey, guess what? I'm sleeping in the bed with you. Like, that would have been awkward.
So Nancy said, before purchasing used, take by your trusted car repair guy for a quick once-over. Unfortunately, I don't have one anymore. We used to have my friend Junior, but he doesn't work at that place anymore, which is why I would only buy a very low-mileage used car from a dealership. And one of the reasons that we're selling our car to Anthony is because I know it's in decent condition and it has an extended warranty up to 110,000 miles. So that's kind of like our feeling with that for him.
Shelly says, we always do a balcony at least and sometimes a suite. Keith says, so happy you like the magazine. Yes. And Vintage Girls says, love the magazine feature. Yeah. And Dr. Nick is on the front and has a really nice article on the inside.
Alan said Disneyland is much smaller than Disney World.
I just always wanted to go.
I know, one day.
Go.
Renee said, dang, I won't be able to catch you all in the morning. I'm so sorry. But I can't do it in the evening because of lacrosse. I'd love to do it in the evening.
Boo hiss about going live on a Monday morning. I'll be at work. Quit your job, Heath. Obviously, that's the answer. Just kidding.
Keith said, keep up the amazing work. You are loved and the sky's the limit for you guys. I love live keto on the couch. That's awesome.
Bless your heart, Keith. Thank you.
Yvette's going to be at work. Heather will be there on Monday.
Well, it'll be on the replay.
Chi Girl said, you guys are true celebrities. Can I have your autograph? Far from celebrities.
Heather says, grape, Rachel.
Slapstick said, we will all be at work so you can still do 20 takes.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Joe's friend said 10 a.m. Monday, keto on the couch is on my calendar. So excited. Awesome. I should be able to make it.
Exciting.
One of the reasons we chose 10 is because I know that Autumn goes at 9:30. And knowing that girl, she's going to go live the day before her wedding.
Won't she, though? She is the hardest working woman.
Oh, Heather said ask IHOP to not put in the batter, and they will.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, I was excited. IHOP, I read you can ask for omelets and eggs without the pancake mix in it. Granted, I've never tried.
Joe, you can ask them to use cracked eggs.
Wow, we were so far behind.
Sorry.
Steph said simple is best 80% of the time just for the fact that it doesn't involve a lot of cooking.
Man, I'm all about that.
Heather said, I've cut out keto treats until we go to Utah. I use Keto Chow ice cream as my treat, which is what we normally do.
That.
Debbie said, oh no, a gadget that I don't have.
Right? How did this escape us?
Ed said, I don't think my smoker has Wi-Fi. No, it does not. The one that I want does.
Wow, Jacqueline says, I dropped 6 pounds during the fast and kept it off. I was
awesome.
shocked. That is awesome.
Renee said, I've recently been in contact with a farm 1 hour from me that offers every single part of the cow, pig, chicken, lamb, and eggs. I'm going to empty my freezer first and arrange a tour and shop.
I love that idea. I really do.
We are planning a trip actually up to White Oak Pastures as soon as lacrosse season is over or I get a break because it's only like 7 hours away. So we just kind of want to go up and see everything.
Just check out the farm.
Yep. Brandon said, I just got 13.5 pounds of keto... of Kansas City strip for $66.
Wow.
Ed kept the 3 pounds off. He lost during the fast. Or she lost during the fast.
She lost during the fast.
Yep.
Momentum is good motivation. Yes, it is.
Steph said, I'm going to buy a size 10 in jeans next week. My next goal, and praying it doesn't take too long to get there. I'm a size 12 now.
You go, girl. That is awesome. Debbie says, I've lost 6 pounds cutting out creamer in my coffee. Thanks, Rachel. Wow.
Creamer is definitely like one of those things that I know we were both guilty of. We never measured it. And so the next thing you know, that looks like a tablespoon. And then the next time it's a little bit heavier handed. Or like you're in the middle of one, Rachel talks to me, and now like that one became like 2 or 3 or vice versa. But you get easily distracted as you're putting it in.
You know, if I'm honest, I'm not even looking for an amount. If I'm putting it in, I'm looking for a color. My color needs to turn a certain hue in order for me to be like, yeah, I bet that's enough.
Heather said if I try to mentally track my carbs, I'm way off.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I am enjoying about being mostly carnivore with just a little bit of veggies. We really haven't had to track. If I have carbs, it's generally the only carbs I have through the day is like an ice cream bar, which is it. Yeah. Or like a bar, and I'm like, okay, that's done. I'm still way under.
Keto on a Budget says, hey, I made it. And if you guys haven't checked her YouTube channel out,
yes.
Keto on a Budget is awesome. We love you.
Steve said, it's been hard for me to lose lately, so I decided to reset as well. Been trying carnivore for 15 days so far, and I dropped from 260 to 245, feeling better than I have in months.
Man, I'm right there with you. I just love this feeling. Mm-hmm. I just really love it.
Ed said, I measured how much heavy cream I put in coffee. 2 times 28-ounce mugs of coffee per day had 240 calories of heavy cream.
Easily,
Yikes.
I was doing that.
Yep. Heather said, I don't need Chris to get behind. I
know.
Debbie said, cut out heavy whipping cream in my coffee, and I dropped 6 pounds.
That's a huge amount.
We had the same results. That's
Seriously?
One of the reasons we've just switched to Kai, too. Because, like, if I do want to be a little heavy-handed is 3 as opposed to 1 for the same amount of calories as 1 serving of heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
Renee said, I can hear ZZ Top. She got legs.
She got legs.
Keto on the Budget is going to Whole Foods.
How to use them.
Heather said, I check the Whole Foods website every Wednesday.
I need to start doing that.
Yep. Aaron said, I need to look into this meat sale at Whole Foods. Yeah, the sales are generally when you're a Prime member.
Yeah.
So to me, even if you're not a giant Amazon shopper, if you have a Whole Foods near you, it's worth it to become a Prime member just for the Whole Foods deals. Because the prices on their meats and stuff are cheaper than your local grocery store.
We were also able to, because you get Prime Video, we were able to unplug from cable, not have the cable anymore, and that was like a bill that we saved, so that paid for it also.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can buy everything on
Amazon. Told Rachel today, because we are looking into getting a whole cow. Like, again, it's just right now we can't because I don't have time to go visit the farmer. But once lacrosse season's over and stuff, we're going to.
Our schedule's weird, right?
But the thing is
visit
we've talked about like greenwashing and stuff in the past, but now today the Strong Sis has put up a video about greenwashing, and I didn't even realize how bad it was.
It was bad.
And it really made me happy that at least our local Whole Foods, they list what farm their beef is coming from, and it's always from local farms. And what the Strong Sisters were talking about is that 80% of the meat we're buying is coming from like Australia and other countries. And that you're paying a premium price for it. You're going to Publix and paying $6, $7, $8 a pound for grass-fed beef, which who knows how it was actually treated, and it's coming from Australia. I'd rather go pay that same amount of money in Whole Foods and know that it's going to a local farm.
That's happened a lot with organic vegetables, too. That it's organic, but it's labeled organic in the country of origin, and their standards for organic are different than the ones.
But at least the vegetables, you know what country they're coming from. We don't know what country the meat's coming from.
Right.
Thomas DeLawler put up also a great video on how to save money on keto, like buying good, healthy foods, and he's like certain things that don't ever worry about buying organic, and one of them is avocados.
Isn't that interesting?
Like, you spend twice as much for an organic avocado, but there's, like, no pesticides inside because they can't penetrate that hard skin.
Yeah, it's a very hard skin.
It's a waste of money to buy organic avocados.
Keto on a Budget says, my Kroger had Zevia on a mega sale for $2.99, and it's not on sale this week. Man, that stinks.
Shelly said sauce sprouts grasses for $3.49, grass-fed. Yeah.
Joe, what Pit Boss model do you have?
I have the Pit Boss. It's the 1100 Pro. Got it from I got it from Lowe's. So they have, it's the same one that Walmart sells, which is the Austin XL. I think it's the 1000 Austin XL. The difference is mine has a front shelf and a side shelf, whereas the one at Walmart doesn't have that. And the one at Walmart doesn't have a thing to easily expose the grate underneath, but it's $100 cheaper. Honestly, though, if I was going to buy another one, mine is big. It's 1,100 square inches, but that includes that top rack, which I don't even put in there. I think those top racks are worthless. They have a new one at Walmart, and I forgot the name. Somebody's going to put the name because I know it's a brand new one if you look on Pit Boss's website. But what it is, it's a smoker, the smoker grill down below, and I think it's the same as like the 820 size. But then connected to it up on top is a vertical smoker.
Oh, I saw that.
So now you can actually be using the smoker grills to either be smoking meats or maybe doing some hamburgers, and then also have a brisket or cheeses or something going on the one above it. That's the one I really want, but I'd have to sell the one I have first and then buy that one.
Rule.
And that one is not even super expensive. I want to say it's like $600 to $700, but it's one of their best ones. But I just like the whole, you're getting two smokers in one. And there's been a lot of times where I'm cooking a brisket, and Rachel's like, I really like the hamburgers smoked. And I'm like, I can't, I'm cooking a brisket.
Can't do it all, lady.
So it'd be nice to be able to have two of them going in one machine and not take up my whole patio. Alan said, good night, I have to hit the hay early.
Sleep tight.
Constance said, Whole Foods delivers, I don't ever want to go again.
We can be dangerous in there.
I do that a lot of times. I just have it delivered. If you spend $35, it's free delivery.
Debbie says, hi guys, keto is helping her sleep better.
Keto on the Budget saw the meme I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad that she's sleeping better. That's awesome. I'm sleeping like a log.
Ed said, I just picked up the classic 700 Pit Boss at Walmart for $299. That is a great deal. Yeah, and that's a perfect size. And you know what? If you got that size in a Traeger, you're gonna pay like $600 for that one.
Lori says the prices for hand sanitizer on Amazon are insane.
I looked the other day; they were sold out. Everything was sold out.
Well, and the masks too.
The masks are all sold out.
Speaking of memes, I saw a funny one where it was like when they run out of stuff, and it was a husband and wife, and they were wearing a bra as a mask, and like he had one strap behind his ear, she had a strap behind their ear, and they were sharing a bra as a mask.
Well, I actually saw a meme today with a guy using a lady part as the mask.
Oh, okay. Stop talking.
Shanta said the news is the issue, even though the CDC said you need soap and water. Yeah, Dr. Berry said the same thing. Don't bother with hand sanitizer. It's not going to kill it. Most of the hand sanitizers are very watered down alcohol. You're better off with just soap and water. Get on a budget. Riling you up gets the media ratings. That's right.
True.
Renee said the people dying are previously immune compromised, frail, and the flu has killed more people. Yes. People buying hand sanitizer, antibacterial, and this is a virus killing me small.
You're killing me, Smalls.
He said, I want to buy one from Costco because of their awesome return policy. If Shelly is still allergic to barbecue, then I can return it easier.
Yeah, Costco has
has the greatest return policy ever.
Wash your hands and stop watching the media.
That's right.
I'm
not bothering. I really am not. We don't watch the news anyway. The only reason I even know about the coronavirus is because everybody's talking about it on Facebook. Heather said, make your own hand sanitizer with allergel, rubbing alcohol, and strong vodka. Add some essential oils to make it smell good.
Thank you. Nice recommendation.
And that is going to absolutely be more potent than the stuff you're buying. Because the stuff look at the ingredient label. The stuff that you're buying in the store is mostly water.
Yeah. Just as saw that Publix has Zevia now, should be get an intro BOGO anytime.
That's true.
I love
gotta
that.
Watch that. Renee said, I can only have the single serving bars, but I can count on one hand how many times I crave ice cream in a year. I'm the same way. And when we crave ice cream, I just want keto chow ice cream for the most part.
Heather Lomax says, hola, just right. That always makes me, reminds me of that song. The boys say, hola. The girls say,
so Shelly has a KitchenAid mixer.
Hola means
We're going to catch up. We're going to catch up. Stop singing.
Sorry.
So we have a bunch of people who, we're up to the KitchenAid mixer.
Okay.
So did you come up with a thing? Did you come up with a trivia question?
Okay, yes. I was just watching the movies that made us on Netflix. You know how like the toys that made us? And they were talking about very popular movies that were...
You're making me get behind.
Important.
Okay.
Name one of the movies that you think were an important part of the 80s that would have been included in that Netflix special.
Is there a definitive answer to this?
Yes, I can tell you the movies that are included in it. There's an episode for each movie that is important part of the 80s.
There's one answer, right?
Oh, well, we
need a trivia question with one answer because the first person that gets it is gonna win.
Okay, man.
Hurry up! We're an hour into this live stream.
Okay.
Thomas DeLawler said one of his videos to buy frozen, not fresh. It's the same one that I was talking about earlier.
All right. Let me keep thinking of a
Donna said people are so afraid of the coronavirus. They feel if I get the virus, it tends to give you diarrhea. So let's talk on toilet paper, crazy people. Okay. Steph said, I bought and hid some chopped pecans for our next batch of yogurt. I hid it because of Jimmy. He has no control with nuts.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
I do. Okay. Here we go. So Ghostbusters was one of the movies that was very important part of the 80s. Okay. Who was supposed to be Bill Murray's character?
Okay.
In that movie.
So we have our KitchenAid ice cream maker. If you have a KitchenAid, the first person to put in the comments
who was supposed to be
supposed to play Bill Murray's character in Ghostbusters.
Who was supposed to have that part?
Okay, so Heather said, I would love to lose weight in my neck.
Man, I'll give you some of my neck weight. I'd love to lose it in my butt.
Barry said the answer to the trivia question is the keto happy life is not to search for the keto happy life.
I like that.
Renee said, do you think you could keep my appendix in a nut bag? Slapstick got their granola in two places, Lollies and Delish Girls. Also some TerraFuel, which sell their products individually.
That TerraFuel.
Which is awesome. Yes, TerraFuel has that coffee stuff. It's amazing.
So stinking good.
Slapstick said he left his appendix in the ER.
And your heart in San Francisco.
Renee said, I'm a healthcare nerd. It's mine. I'm going to want that back.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in a jar and take it home. I did have my tonsils.
So Trucker said, thanks for the reply. This is on the every other day fasting. It makes me feel better on how much I should eat. Going to get my DEXA scan on Thursday also.
Let us know how that goes.
Yeah, we're hoping to get one when we go out to Utah.
I noticed that Joe is looking smaller.
Well, thank you, Heather. Renee said, I agree. Each time he turns his face, his cheekbones are more chiseled and his neck tendons are more visible. Sorry for the physical therapy, guys.
I like it.
Let's see. Renee said, that is way cool. Shelly said, since it's 1 year of keto on the couch, y'all need to do a
video showing from 1st through 51. A compilation video.
Joe's friend, I bought a set of resistance band that I could do at home instead of weight training. I can do it at home on my own.
I like it too. Those resistance bands are no joke.
Slapstick said, show the opening of all 52 episodes. That would be cool. That would be cool. Heather said Kia and Hyundai are the same. Yeah, they're both made in Korea. Or they're Korean companies, actually.
Steph says, I love the Prius. My mom gets a new one every other year or so. And so, roomy and super awesome on gas.
I'd love a Prius. I don't think we can afford a Prius.
We'd have to look,
it's a little bit out of our price range.
Kias are great cars. I love mine. Okay. I just bought a Kona, and I love it.
Jenny's, maybe my mom just has bad luck, because Jenny's Kia has 190,000 miles on. Okay, so come right in, bought a Kona. Do you love it? So that is the one that, because I think we do want an SUV just because we're planning on traveling. We need a little bit of room. Right now we have the Hyundai Elantra, which is nice, but I just want to go a little bit bigger. Renee said I get 30 to 35 miles per gallon with the Mazda at 120,000. Replace tires, batteries, and spark plugs. Belts are still fine. Synthetic oil changes every 5,000 miles. My job is a home health, so I drive all day.
Wow, that's awesome.
Slapstick's got to go house shopping soon. That's got to be worse than car shopping.
Yes, but congratulations. That's an awesome thing.
So Heather has a Sorrento. It's my second. Haley, Zach, and Bubble all have Optimus. Yeah, I know we talked about that in Omaha.
Parrot head rice. Yay, Autumn.
Come right in and said I had a 2093 Santa Fe that was 193,000 miles. I'm assuming it was 13.
23.
When I got my Kona. Never had a single problem with it. That's why I went with another Hyundai. Yeah, we've had no problems with our Hyundai. We bought that warranty. We've had no issues. Wendy said, I love my Kia Soul. Bought it new without my husband. He was okay with whatever I chose.
Oh, I like currently picking the perfect name. Watch Autumn Keto, ... Get married.
March 9th is Monday for Autumn's Wendy. March 9th is Monday, so don't get ready for the wrong day.
Okay, so March 9th, so it's Monday. So Monday, let's wear a shirt and make sure we wish her.
Shelly said we all have Toyotas except for his work truck is a GMC.
Loyalty pays off.
Shelly said he was so disappointed when they used GMC instead of Toyota. Renee said maybe I missed out where Chris posts 1,000 comments to slow Joe down, Bait, and Miriam. High key brownies were great. Oops, spoiler.
Yes, do that with the boys in the keto box.
Okay.
Try everything. The box would be awesome. The boys would be funny.
Family video. That would be awesome for them to try all the items. Yes, make the boys try everything. What fun. Renee said yes, they need to eat it all at least just once. Maybe go back to the usual way next time, but the boys eating it would be fun to see.
They were excited at the prospect of it.
Slapstick, I like the video of having people eat the entire box. That's what we are doing tomorrow with ours. Family videos are great.
Awesome.
Ron said, I was wondering about those high-key brownies. I love the cookies. Julia said, I think the boys trying everything sounds great. Maybe we'll do that this weekend.
Exciting.
Gail said, that would be fun with the boys doing the box. Slapstick said, oops, I test my ketones in the morning, usually around 1.3. Yeah, if you test them later on, I guarantee they're going to be higher. That's
I prefer really high if ketone. You tried all the items. Keto taste buds are different. It would be interesting to see how each set of people think of the flavors keto versus non-keto.
Yep. Steph said, I have all the cards my parents sent back and forth to each other when their dad was in the army. Love pulling them out and reading them.
How nice is that?
Shelly said she's slept through hurricanes too.
She's my hurricane buddy.
Susan said, thank you so much, Joe and Rachel. You guys are the best. I appreciate your help. Rhonda said, love your boys. Here's the deal. If you do the keto box with the boys, which would probably be hysterical, you'll have to give us some additional video with just you and Rachel. Aww. We love you too.
I love you, Rhonda.
Heather said, I've never been to Disney's except the Disney store. Does that count?
It absolutely counts.
10 a.m. on Mondays, I'm volunteering at church. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you for volunteering at church.
Patty said Autumn's wedding is on Monday the 9th. I think she's planning on streaming it.
Oh my goodness, I hope so.
Shelly wants to visit White Oak Pastures.
Yeah, road trip.
Slapstick said, y'all drink a lot of coffee. I had a cup this week. I've had 2 cups in 2020 so far. I think I'm going to try one tomorrow with this TerraFuel thing in it.
If you're not used
Rachel
to coffee.
has cut way back on
surprisingly,
coffee.
But yeah, if that TerraFuel gave me a boost.
You're not even drinking a pot a day anymore.
No, I'm not.
You were drinking 3 pots.
I'm worried about
Christopher. I'm taking a cup out of it, and you're drinking the rest.
I'm worried for Christopher.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Because that TerraFuel packed a punch.
Steph said, love to all, gotta go get a shower over with. James just got home, ate and showered so he can get back up at 4 a.m. and go to work. Have a blessed night.
You
Goodbye.
too.
Slapstick said Amazon Prime is worth it just for Keto Farms, Allulose, and High Key.
And Zip Fizz.
I agree. And if you have any family member who is a college student, you can pay half price for an Amazon Prime membership.
Yeah.
Renee said, I'm beyond grateful to have you guys. I find it hard to ask for thoughts, prayers from anyone. You guys are my closest in my daily life. Sad, I guess, that I don't have local friends less than an hour away.
Well, you
have us.
Friends
this
that
is
are
why
just
we have our channel.
a click away.
Vintage Girl said, local farms for the win for sure. Renee said, exactly. I thought I was doing good with Butcher Box Australia. Nope, canceled. When I lived in Saudi, the fruits and vegetables were phenomenal from the Philippines.
Yeah, we were shocked about the Butcher Box thing, too.
Yeah. Heather said Phil loves his Wi-Fi on his smoker. The one that I really want has Wi-Fi. Shelly said, Renee, right, I was shocked to hear that. Slapstick said, I decided to just do Bluetooth on my smoker. I'm going to go with Wi-Fi next time. Mine is plenty big enough to smoke a few meats at once.
Joe, do you use a smoke tube? It makes a huge difference for smoke flavor.
I have one. I don't really use it that often because... I'm happy with the smoke flavor that I get out of the one. If I really want more smoke flavor, I would use that. Yes. I would probably use it for making the beef jerky. If I wanted to get a smoke flavor without putting it in the smoker, I'd use the smoke tube for like maybe an hour or 2 to give it smoke flavor and then put it in a dehydrator. Renee said, aggravated that I was missed. Sarah, my mommy's on.
Hey, mommy.
She said, Daddy always brought home a car. I never saw it until it was in our driveway. Yet you told me do not do that to your daughter.
But I'm like, I just want to avoid the whole little room.
Real Talk Keto said, I pay $14.95 and have unlimited delivery at Walmart.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Shanta said, hey, Shanta, said, I just started my 7 nights, 10-hour shift, so I will be up for the live on Monday. Good thing no one can see me.
Oh, man. What will I look like on 10 a.m. on Monday?
Keto on a Budget said, hey, Joe, I'm Sherry. I have the mug addiction, and I have that same mug that you do. Well, this was a gift from Yvette. I love this mug. And I even chose who gets which one.
Well, this totally makes it for me, though.
Right.
This totally makes sense.
Slapstick said, having an offset smoker works pretty close to the smoke tubes. I love it for cold smoking, but I use it when I hot smoke as well. Yeah, we don't do cold smoking because it's never cold enough to do cold smoking.
Yeah, I would love it to be cold enough for that.
Heather said, wash your hands with Everclear. Yes.
Everclear?
Vodka, or like liquor, like moonshine, basically. Shelly said, seems like contradictory to how they advertise. Heather said, I'm never going to catch up.
Slapstick says, die hard, important.
Shelly said, I've seen the meme of the Jack bottle with the squirt attachment saying used for virus prevention. Yeah.
Wait, somebody said that my hair...
Oh, wait. Oh, we're up to the movie thing.
So Stacey
Slapstick said, die hard. Important?
Well, it is an important movie, but like we gave
a specific that you one. Changed it. Okay.
Yeah, you wanted a specific thing.
Okay, so we're up to dang it, Siri. Oh, they're all asking Siri. They're cheating.
Okay, so...
Renee said Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy, no. That's
Barb
not
said Tom Hanks.
No.
Debbie said Robin Williams.
No, John Belushi.
John Belushi.
John Belushi.
Aaron won our... hopefully, I hope Aaron just... I hope you have a KitchenAid stand mixer because that's what it attaches to. Send us your email at 2krazyketos@gmail.com and we'll send it out to you.
Dan Aykroyd actually wrote the part for John Belushi, who was his bestie.
Right.
And he passed away before they were finished.
Renee said, I just love that you guys are still sharing your time with us, knowing it's bedtime and y'all need a couple time too. Y'all choose us.
Every time.
Oh, look, and we got caught up.
Awesome.
You guys are awesome. Carmen said John Belushi, if I recall, which might have been fun, but Bill Murray rocks.
I think Bill Murray rocked it. But as they were saying, they weren't sure that Bill Murray was actually going to show up until the day they started filming.
He's got that history.
He has that history.
Keith said, I drink 2 to 3 16-ounce cups of coffee, strong coffee a day. I love SF Babe brand breakfast blend.
Ooh, I got to try that. I have not tried SF big brands.
Rhonda said, "Are you guys getting the insurance for the cruise? Looks what's happening with the cruises right now with the virus." Yes, I never buy travel insurance. I am absolutely buying travel insurance for the cruise. You're talking about a $2,000 investment, and the travel insurance is like $75. She said. The woman's name is Debbie. Absolutely worth it. Because
Debbie does cruises.
If they have, oh my gosh,
I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you?
It just came out. It just came out.
So yeah, $75 is worth the insurance. I spend money on insurance on a lot of things that we never use, including health insurance.
Right.
But you know what? For that investment, it's worth $75 because you never know, hurricanes, any of that kind of stuff, what could cancel a cruise. So, guys, we are at an hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So, we appreciate all of you guys. Keto on the Budget said, rolling on the floor, Rachel.
Do you ever think that maybe if you could put a rope around your words so that when they like went out of your mouth, you could like pull them back in? I feel like I live every day like this. Oh. Rachel says, my boyfriend and I have been watching you both the last month as we started keto. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I am sorry for my mouth sometimes.
Guys, we are going to sign off. So remember, Monday, we're going to live stream Keto on the Couch at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you can't make it, that's okay. It's going to be a normal Keto on the Couch, but whoever happens to be in it will be able to ask us questions in addition to our comments. And but it will be available on a restream.
So, Erin, send us a email to get her address.
Send us your email so we can send that out. We will send it out tomorrow.
Ice cream mixer.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to say that Perfect Keto is sponsoring Monday's Keto on the Couch.
Yeah.
And so they're giving us a special coupon code for that sponsorship. So if you need something from Perfect Keto, hold off till Monday's Keto on the Couch.
Yes.
So, Shelly said they paid for my treatment in New Zealand and my flights home.
Oh, nice.
Joe's friend read the contract on the cruise insurance and make sure what it covers before you pay. Love and appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Yes,
that's good advice.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good night, everybody. We love you guys.
We love you so much.
Bye.